Have you heard about the sonic booms, the loud booms that are being heard throughout East Idaho? Well, recently a farmer decided to post some videos about it, and things take a drastic turn. It's almost reminiscent of the Andrew Dawson situation, in which he came out and showed proof of a giant, and then things went crazy and he ended up disappearing. Well, this farmer is doing the same thing. His first video, he talks about these sonic booms. His next video, he's warned to remove the video. And then the final video that he posts on December 2nd, his whole demeanor changes. Everything about him and how he normally posts is different. Even with the rapid eye movement, he's being told to post this last video, indicating there's nothing going on. It's skyquakes. Take a look at these videos and tell me what you think. And note, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, you can watch the full 3 videos on my YouTube channel.
Watermaster doesn't even know what the booms are.
The Watermaster's a pretty smart guy. He usually knows about everything that's going on around here, and he doesn't even know what's going on. This has been happening all over East Idaho in several small towns, especially out in the country where it's quieter. But we've been hearing loud booms, like explosions, specifically at night over the past 2 months. And it's so loud and so strong that it shakes the windows in the houses and shakes the house a little bit. And it happens 3 to 4 times a week. The local news ran a story and they said it was skyquakes. I've never heard of skyquakes before, but it has been happening in several small towns all through eastern Idaho. Now, they outlawed sonic booms like 40 years ago. So it might be sonic booms, supersonic aircraft, military testing or something, but it's been happening a lot and a lot more frequent. Like sometimes it happens 2 or 3 times in one evening, and typically you hear them best when it's quiet, like after 8 p.m. when the city's quiet, you hear these loud booms. It's not a firework, we don't know what it is, but the news won't talk about it, but there's lots of Facebook groups trying to figure out what it is, and it's happening all throughout eastern Idaho, and it might be happening in other states too. I don't know.
We are not supposed to talk about the booms.
Evidently, there's a lot more booms going around than I first realized. I thought it was just here local to Rigby, Idaho, but it's not. Shortly after posting my video about the booms, I have a law enforcement friend. I'm not going to say if it's state level or county level, but he came over to my house and said, "Hey, Aaron, it'd be a good idea to pull the video you posted about the booms and not talk about it anymore." He didn't tell me if he knew what there were or what they were doing it for, but he says as an agency, they've been told to deny, deflect, and diffuse. So they don't want it to be talked about. Now, I'm not crazy into conspiracy theories, but my officer friend did tell me about a local amateur seismologist that contacted the news and gave him a story about he set up several different seismology detectors around the area, and he was going to run a story on it. And shortly thereafter, before they could actually run the story, he had a heart attack and he's gone. So that got me thinking that there's something going on with these booms that we're not supposed to know about. So if I stop making videos, guys, you'll know why.
Explaining the booms.
It's come to my attention that the videos I made about the mysterious boom sounds may have caused some unexpected concerns and consequences. I'm making this video to set the record straight and clear up any rumors and misinformation. I was recently contacted by some well-educated scientists who explained the whole boom phenomenon. First, the booms that we are hearing and feeling are not new. In fact, they've been happening for hundreds of years, and they are just part of nature. In fact, there are several natural causes that produce the boom sound. A few of these natural and normal causes are as follows. 1. Skyquakes, which is basically lightning without a flash. As the atmosphere rubs together, it creates molecular tension, which builds up and gets released as a sound burst, or a boom. 2. Normal lightning. Just because you didn't see the flash, didn't mean it didn't happen. Plus, sound travels slower than light, so you wouldn't see anything by the time you heard it. 3. Small seismic activity.
In other words, small earthquakes. Now, the reason these booms seem like they're happening more frequently is because of social media, exaggerating the natural phenomenon. Another reason people actually hear more today than they did before is because society as a whole has become much quieter. 30 years ago, there were no sound restrictions on airplanes or cars, so we're hearing better today, thanks to the government.